Hello and welcome to My Side of the Bag. Drew Hinesley. He's Scottie Worldwide. We are sponsored by Uncle Keith's Red Sauce. Call it red sauce. Call it salsa. When you have Uncle Keith's, you can call it a party. And by Birdie Brands. Game on, bugs gone. Best bug spray peppermint. Smell helps you concentrate for that back nine grind. Birdie Brands, Uncle Keith's, proud sponsors of My Side of the Bag. We've been doing this show for better part of the year, I'd say 9 months now.
Yeah.
And My Side of the Bag got their first professional win yesterday, unfortunately in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So Scotty's going to have to go back there with some good memories. I'm glad somebody has good memories of that town. It's certainly not me. Scottie Worldwide, Ingrid Lindbad on the Epson Tour yesterday, 2-shot victory. Your first together. And how many weeks have you guys been working together?
So we worked the British Open last year, and then did Evian, Portland. So sixth week.
That's pretty good. Big congratulations to you, Scotty. Take us through it. What did it feel like? How does it feel the morning after waking up and knowing that you've got a rocket ship to the top of the world rankings on your hands?
Yeah, no, it feels definitely good. And Drew, you do this job, and you don't prepare any different any week. You just do the same job, and to have it all work out. And I've been doing this the better part of five and a half years now, and first win. So it kind of just validates a lot of the stuff, and gives it merit. All the hard works, all the Monday mornings you're out there walking golf courses, and you always ask yourself, does this matter? Is this checking the wind direction, checking things on Google Earth. And I guess, yesterday was an answer that yes. And also, I don't want to convolute my, part of it because, I had a great player who hit all the right shots at the right moments and led me through it. So I'm just incredibly grateful for the opportunity to work for her. And it all kind of just worked out yesterday. And My Side of the Bag gets its first flag. And I got it here for you, Drew. So it does say Tuscaloosa on it. So
Hey, you know what? Flag's in your possession. I'm happy for you. I don't care what it says.
I'm trying to get a good
But
studio like you so I can hang this thing.
every good caddy will make that comment about they didn't hit any shots, but everybody knows that's done this job for any period of time. Creating the proper environment for success, that is a big part of the caddy's job. Whether it's getting out of the way and just letting the talent showcase their talent, or it is guiding them through a tricky situation, giving the right advice at the right time. We've all given good advice at the wrong time. We've all backed players off when they didn't like it. We've all given a good read that probably didn't have the greatest stroke put on it. We've all given bad reads that have gone in the hole. So again, that all plays into it, and it's fun to see you win and to root for you. Oh my gosh, you made 5 birdies in a row in the back nine to take the lead.
Yeah.
And I was just so excited for you. You did give one back right behind that, and I got nervous. I said, okay, the pendulum swings one way. Sometimes it likes to swing the other.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we didn't have to give too many away coming home. Ended up with a 2-shot victory over Anna Belic. So good job. Talk about what your body was doing going through that when you started realizing, hey, I got a chance here.
I'm impressed with myself because I stayed pretty calm throughout the whole thing. I think last week helped. Being on 18 and making bogey and losing by 1 last week. So to be in that position again and knowing that we had a lead, I think definitely helped. Made some of the tee shots easier, and two, wasn't checking scoreboards too much, but kind of knew where we were at, and nobody really made a run. And we were playing with Anna, so I kind of knew exactly where we were at and what we needed to do. Just made 1 birdie on the front. Very kind of boring golf round, like hitting it to 12 feet and just 2-putting everything. Did cash 1 in on the par 5, and then missed a short one on 10, and then made a 15-footer on 11, pretty long one on 12, pretty long one on 13. 14 was a tap in for the par 5, and then hit it to 4 feet on 15. So knew we had a 3-shot lead going 16, and tee shot just kind of had hit a horrible kick dead right into some of the hard stuff, and tried to hit a hard 7-iron up there. Just kind of came out dead, didn't get up and down. Then 17, Anna hit it way left. We were last to hit, so we made bogey, and we just hit a little kind of cutty high 5-iron that went to about 15 feet, and Anna made a great up and down. We two putted, and then hit a tee shot left on 18, but got good relief because there's netting underneath. And then just were able. She kind of won in 9-iron. I knew she was going to be pumped up, and I knew the only thing bad could happen is going long to that green. So I said no. I said I like just like a hard rolling wedge, and if it comes out 20 short, like perfect. So we ended up hitting a beautiful wedge, and she two putted it and sealed the deal. And we're moving on to Arkansas this week. So there we go.
Did you find that her clubs were going further yesterday? A little adrenaline, or was it pretty
So,
standard what
so
you're
I
used
was, I
to?
was, I was kind of feeling that it might. We stood on that tee and talked a lot about the tee shot on 17 because there's water long. It's a tough tee shot. It's dead into the wind. I think the yardage was 153, and I'm talking meters here. So 167, 168 yards, and we hit 5-iron into the wind, and was perfect. So,
Hmm.
but I knew that 9-iron out of that rough on 18 could go over the green potentially. So that's why I kind of, was hard on wedge and just coming up short and two putting it. So
Sounds like she trusts you, and for good reason. Head to Arkansas. You got two more events
yeah, two
with
more
the
events.
Epson
So
schedule.
so we
She
play. We
should be getting a tour card. Is that correct?
Well, we got a long way to go, Drew. But we're moved up to 7th on the standing. So top 10 cards at the end of the year I'll get automatic status on the LPGA for next year. So we moved into 7th. But yeah, still got to go do two more weeks of good work and hold our spot or potentially move up because, even the one spot, well, the first four are already taken now, but, it's status based on where you finish. So we don't want to finish 7th. We want to finish 5th. So got more work to do.
Well, a runner-up and a win rocketed you guys up the standings, and I have a feeling you'll at the very least hold on to that seventh position. We'll have to watch for the next 2 weeks. You guys on the Epson Tour, EpsonTour.com is how you follow that. Follow Ingrid Lindbad and Scottie Worldwide, trying to go for win number 2 these next couple weeks. Couldn't be happier for you. Uncle Keith's Red Sauce and Birdie Brands couldn't be happier for you. They're pulling for you as well. We were texting last night with those guys, and they were really happy to see the team get a W.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's been unreal, and let me say this: like I think part of it, and energy has come from this podcast and having the people like we just had a guy like Paul Tesori on, people like Paul Cormack. Like it keeps me motivated and it excites me, and so and able to do this, I do think is part of the success, and it definitely motivates me. Seeing those guys and just hearing their stories. So you know I'm just trying to chase people like you, and hopefully one day we'll get there. So
well, and I think the one common thread of everybody we talk to that has had massive success this year and massive success in the game is this hard work. There's no secret formula.
yeah,
Just go out and put in the time, spend a lot of time on the golf course, answer all the questions you may have. And then
yeah,
when your player asks you those questions, you're prepared, you're confident. I know personally, I don't sleep good until my work on the golf course is done. And sometimes it takes till so I've been, jumping in and out of the pro am on Wednesdays trying to figure things out Wednesday morning
yeah,
because a number of
yeah,
factors have kept me from being on the golf course. And Wednesday night's the first good night of sleep I get that week. But hey, as
yeah.
long as you
I mean,
get your work done, you know.
I never like being on the golf course and not being able to answer a question for a player might have, right? And I think that came early in my career, and I worked for Nayan Choi. She would just ask questions just to make sure I did my job, and I hated it at the time. But I tell you what, those 4 weeks they were hell, but they made me a way better caddy. So
Well, I remember walking a golf course on the PGA Tour, and I'm walking it in practice rounds, and there's 4 guys on a hole, and I'm checking ahead, and they're looking at me, and they know that I'm working for Bryson, and they know how high maintenance he is, but they even say, "You're not going to need that number. What are you doing? That's overkill." And they were kind of all teasing me. They moved the tee up on Sunday, and we hit it right next to that sprinkler
And you
head.
had
And
it.
I said, there you go. I had it. I don't know how many other caddies had it because from the back tee, it was almost 400 yards and it was kind of out of the way. But that's exactly where my man hit it on Sunday. And it was just confirmation that when I go walk a golf course, I know what I need to get. And if I don't shortcut things, you're going to be successful. And I know you don't. And that's why you're enjoying holding that flag today.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
so happy for you.
Oh, well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. And like I said, it's not just my success. It's being lucky and grateful to be on a really good team, and that includes this team right now. So
Well, I'm going to let you go get some work done. It's early out in Arkansas, and I know that you got a brand new golf course to learn.
correct.
The work never stops, and but I know you're going to have a lot of fun out there walking around. You're going to shake a lot of hands today and enjoy it because you don't get to feel it all the time in this game. Now, working for somebody with 40 wins in the last 4 years in college, you may actually, make a habit out of this, and that would be very cool to
Just
see.
one
I'm
day at a
certainly
time, bud. You
rooting
know
for that.
that. One day at a time, especially in this job.
Yes, sir. All right, Scotty, go get some work. Thanks for making some time for me this morning. Thanks to Uncle Keith's Red Sauce and Birdie Brands for sponsoring us. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Give us a listen, give us a like, and we'll keep giving you the view of the world of golf from my side of the bag.
Awesome. Go be kind to one another. Thanks, Drew.